I'm sharing this on my, let's see where it's going live. Let's see. All right, we're live. Hey, hey, good afternoon, rock stars. Let me know if you guys can all hear me and see me. We are covering some rad new content today. Been on an amazing 2-week vacation. So lovely, so needed. And I'm back and happy to connect with you guys here. Drop a comment. Let me know where you are joining us from in this amazing world so I can say hello. Do you like this new backdrop? Do you like my pink fuzzy coats? Oh my God, I even put my freaking eyebrows on for you guys today. But I really want to make sure that you guys can all hear me. That's super important. And I've got a new mic set up. Always wanted to be a singer, and now I've got this like fancy mic. So drop a comment. Let me know if you guys can all hear me and see me. Today, we're going to be covering how we helped one of our clients, Carine, who is an intuitive coach, scale her coaching income to over $12,000 in 60 days. I know that sounds like totally crazy for a lot of people. And hey, what's up? Okay, Lila says, hey, Vanessa. Okay, so you guys can hear me. Amazing. Lisa's in the house. What's up, soul sister? Awesome. So, you know, some people think, oh my gosh, I would love to make $12,000 in the next 60 days. And let me just be frank and clear and honest with you. The results that I'm sharing with you are not these pie in the sky, get rich quick schemes. Okay. Our clients strap their tits on, they get to work, they show up, they invest in themselves, they invest in their success. Carine was one of our clients who showed up on every single one of our live Q&A calls. She was always got her hand up first in the queue, asking questions, showing up, participating. But she was like, perhaps maybe some of you who, was stuck kind of charging by the hour, a few coaching sessions here and there. She loved what she did, but couldn't figure out, how people were making real serious money online as a coach. So that's the case study that I want to walk you guys through. Welcome to today's call. Layla's like, yes, you look so chic. What's up? Writing from DC, excited about today. Awesome. Before we jump in, there'll be a lot more people joining us. I want to invite you to drop in all your questions here in the chat for me. I'm going to go through the training. I want to connect with you. I love answering questions. So as you're listening in and you have something come to mind, please drop it in the chat as a question. And then I'm going to circle around back here in a couple of minutes when I'm done the training and answer them. All right, so let us get started. Oh my God. Okay, how do I do this again? I got to share my screen. Dun, 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 dun. But do you guys like my new backdrop? FYI, if you're interested, this is like, I'm in an office right now, and this is a backdrop that I bought from a website called anyvoo.com. Super cool. I think I paid like $400, and it's this really cool stretchy material that comes on a canvas, and they've taken my signature, and I chose a backdrop. And on the other side, it's something completely different. So if you guys are into doing videos and you want to have a professional backdrop, if you've got like crazy kids going on in the background, or like, oh my God, messy house, check out anyvoo.com, and you can get yourself a cool backdrop. But I haven't done a lot of videos of this one. Okay, so let me just share the screen, Vanessa. Share the screen. All right, let's get started with today's training. So we're going to talk about how to grow your income online by selling high-ticket coaching programs and masterminds. Many of you guys know me already. In case you don't know me, this is your first time joining. I've generated over $10 million in online coaching sales. That means I've helped a lot of women, okay? You don't just like, poof, get rich quick overnight and become a millionaire. I don't know, by like praying and meditating. You actually, have to deliver service to a lot of people. That's the recipe for abundance, right? Serve a lot of people, help a lot of people get what they want, and you get your goals. So I've invested a ton of money in paid advertising as well. I've made a lot of mistakes in this coaching world, so you guys don't have to. And I've taught thousands of coaches around the world how to create more freedom in their life, how to create more income. For many people, they want to quit a job. For some people, they just want to be able to not have to worry about money. For a lot of women, it's about living their purpose. And even more women, it's about, owning this story, turning their lemons into lemonade. Really cool book, Think and Grow Rich. If you haven't read it, my business turned around 6 years ago. I read this book 4 times back to back, and then I applied it. And my coaching income went from sometimes $10,000 a month to over $390,000 a month. That's, I think, my biggest monthly income. So the power of the mind, really, really powerful. We're going to talk a little bit about that today, or maybe a lot. It's one of my most favorite topics. And really passionate about teaching women how to create more freedom in their lives. One of the quotes that I picked up from here that really is something to chew on is that no matter where you're at right now, many people are looking to start businesses online, and many people are looking to exit jobs. People don't know how to get started, what to do first. Oh my gosh, I'm overwhelmed. Some people are on a crazy healing journey, as am I. I'm getting divorced. Holy smokes. Moved this year, moved to the mountains in Mount Shasta. It's super rad over here. And, this whole new identity, right? We're going to talk about the shifting, the change of identity, the process. And this is what we really help women here at Take Your Power Back Now do. Change into this identity of boss lady, right? 6 and 7 figure entrepreneurs. Many of the people that we coach have never sold a high ticket program in their life. And yet they have this seed. So every failure contains within it an equal seed of opportunity. So no matter what you've gone through in your life, life is always working out for you. And so we're going to talk a little bit about how to put the wisdom, the experience that you've had in your life into a program that people want to buy, because I'm telling you, people are in need of education right now. So welcome. It says here how to create a portable, profitable online coaching business you can rock in your bikini. So I'm from Canada, and I moved to Hawaii for a couple of years, and I ran around in my bikini and became the bikini business coach. And that's why you're part of this Facebook group called the Bikini Business Breakthrough Group. And we teach women in our mastermind programs how to get really clear on their, high ticket offer, how to create a sales attraction system, how to market themselves, how to package their story, how to shift into this new identity, how to up-level their sales skills, technology skills, how to speak with confidence, how to skyrocket their confidence and cash flow through this amazing vehicle called coaching, right? Which we can also call it online marketing, right? All right, so let's jump in today. Now I know a little bit about me. This is for you if you want to stop charging by the hour. Maybe some of you guys are doing that still. You want to create a $3,000 to $5,000 coaching program that your audience is going to love. I'm going to share with you 3 keys to building your own tribe online, how to share your story, how to be visible, deliver amazing value, and make offers to people who can say yes. Like, that's really the recipe for cash flow. You're going to hear me talk and teach and coach. I've been doing this now for 12 years. I'm pretty blunt and straightforward and to the point. I don't like to fluff around the bush. And that's really the simple recipe for cash flow: is be visible, deliver value, right? And then make offers to people who can say yes. Now, most people don't have an audience. Most people don't know, with COVID, you can't really go outside, I do, FYI. I do it without my mask on. Okay. But people are really turning online and having the freedom to flip on my camera, open my computer, and reach thousands of people around the world at the click of a freaking technology button is an incredible opportunity, right? There's never been a better time to reach more people. I'm going to share with you guys how Carine created a one-to-many service offering. A lot of coaches ask me about this. How do I create a mastermind, Vanessa? I want to do what you do. I want to get on and inspire women and teach them and talk with them every week like you do on the inside of your programs. How can I do that? Can I really make $10,000, $20,000, $50,000 a month? Absolutely. It depends on, how much time you want to invest and where you are in your entrepreneurial journey. and how Carine actually booked herself up with paying clients. I hope you guys watched the video, her video testimonial that was on kind of like the mini promotion here for this live stream today. But if you haven't watched that in the Facebook group, go scroll through afterwards and watch her case study. It's obviously a great problem to have, right? When you have too many clients. And why having accountability, support, and a proven system is the fastest path to clarity, confidence, and cash flow. Guys, if you don't have mentorship right now, if you don't have guidance, if you're not invested in some type of accountability program, I can tell you right now, it's going to take you a long time to get your goals, and not just a long time. It's going to be frustrating. And the frustration is really unnecessary, and it can actually be very costly, right? Whether you join our programs, we'll talk about those here a little bit later on, or somebody else's. You want to behave like a business owner. Okay. We'll talk about the biggest problems that coaches have. And this is one of them, right? Thinking that they can watch a few YouTube videos and that they're going to just like wing this on their own, or like they lurk in the Facebook group here and they catch all these live stream videos and they're like fucking 2 years later, they're still at their dead end job, which would suck. I'd hate to have you kind of suffer and struggle for years unnecessarily when, implementing a proven process, not feeling like you're alone, having the community and guidance to guide you in the next 30, 60, 90 days, your results can be like Carine's here. So this is something that she posted: over 13 breakthrough calls in the last 1.5 weeks, over $8,000 in revenue. That was during our program. I'm generally crying happy tears. The most I've ever made in my business. Mindset shift around making sales. I'm actually enjoying it. How cool would that be if instead of being afraid of rejection and afraid of sales, you were really enjoying it? What would that be like if you had 13 people, sending you emails and booking in sales calls with you in the next 10 days, in the next week and a half? What would that do for your confidence if you knew every single 10 days you'd have 13 people that are not just like somewhat curious, that actually go through a process and raise their hand and have consumed your shit and want to hire you and see you as the expert that they want to throw thousands of dollars at to help them solve their problems? I mean, this is life-changing what we do here on the inside of our programs. So Brittany here made $16,000. My life changed forever. Changed my life forever. That's what happens, guys, when you have this amazing vehicle. Change your life forever. I remember Brittany, when she came to join us, she was doing like, I think, psychic readings in like these street fairs or something like that, and was trying to sell her healing coaching work. And I think she had managed to like hustle her ass off and make 10 grand 1 month. And she said, this is like so unsustainable for me. There's no way I could do this again. She sold a bunch of stuff in her garage. She hustled like crazy. And she thought, I need to find a better way. And it wasn't easy for her to join our programs. Our programs aren't cheap because they work. We get our clients amazing results. What would it be worth if you could generate another $120,000 this year as a side hustle and as a coach? That would be the $10,000 a month. It's about $120,000 a year. Would that be worth to you, right? So she had to go and cash in some of her mom's. I think her mom left her like an inheritance, and she was like really hesitant to join this program. And hey, $16,800 while inside the program. Our program is 90 days. Okay. So and people ask me all the time, oh my God, am I going to make 10K in 30 days in your program? Am I going to make 10K in the first 30 days? I don't know. I have no idea, how interested, how committed you are, how much time you have to give to your business. All these things are something to really take into consideration. But what would you do if you could create results like Carine here or like Brittany? I want you to comment here in the chat. Go ahead and comment in the chat. What would you guys do if you could create an extra, I don't know, $5,000 to $8,000, $10,000 here in the next 30 to 60 to 90 days? What would you do? How would that change your life? Go ahead, comment in the chat. It's so great to see you guys here. Alicia is here. Queen V is here. Lisa is here. Hi, guys. What would you do with an extra, I don't know, 8K, 10K in the next 30, 60, and 90 days? Go ahead and comment in the chat. There's always a bit of would you guys buy a new kitchen? Would you pay off debt? I mean, that's so much boring. That's so boring. But would you go on vacation? Fill me in, fill me in. Breeze says, I would love to go to Mexico. Oh, hell yeah. And leave the UK. So funny. One of our clients actually messaged me on Facebook. She's coming back to join our momentum program. If you guys are graduates of our 10K and 30-day program, come back. We have so many people were like, I miss your mindset and your inspiration, your daily, your weekly ass kicking, Vanessa, so we opened it back up, and I should check out our graduates group if you guys are in there, and come back and join our momentum program. Super inexpensive way to jump in on the fun on the inside of our 10K and 30-day program. Okay, Lisa said she'd go freedom. I'd give back. Tammy says I quit my job. Yeah, get really, really, really move into that space of what's possible for you. Your desires are really what's going to draw you and pull you forward. So you guys, I've shared a little bit about me. My name is Vanessa Simpkins. I run a 7-figure women's empowerment company called Take Your Power Back Now. I started out in this business over 12 years ago. I've written 2 books. I've done all kinds of crazy teleseminars, telesummits, webinars, live events, retreats in Hawaii. Was a Canadian who traded in my red shovel for a red bikini, moved from Canada to Hawaii back in 2013, had to learn online marketing. And now we teach women how to do some of the inner healing work that's associated with really showing up in a much bigger way online, getting their sales attraction systems dialed in, but also the journey, the personal identity transformation that happens when you go from employee to boss, okay, your own CEO of your life, and the habits that are involved with this, the mindset shifts, the how to show up, how to behave, what to focus on, how to manage your time, how to upgrade your skills so that you can have more freedom and make more money and actually help people around the world. That's what I'm super passionate about. So that's a little bit about me. And if you didn't know this is still true. I run a women's empowerment coaching consulting company. And it's really about supporting and guiding women on how to overcome fear and thrive so they don't stay in lousy jobs and lousy relationships because of money, because that's why they stay. And that's why I started this company over 12 years ago. And it's still true today. Many of our clients are women who, have to leave. They can't take their job anymore. They want to leave a toxic relationship. A lot of them are stuck in bad relationships or bad jobs because of money, because of fear. So that's why you see in a lot of our testimonials, the best freaking program changed my life forever. It's not just a business building course. It's going to change every area of your life. And of course, your finances. Here's Trisha, another 10K week for me. So let's talk about some of the biggest problems that coaches face. I want you guys to drop this in the chat if you struggle with this, unsure of what they can actually package up and sell. So do you have a high-end coaching programs? A lot of coaches don't know what the hell they're going to sell. They have a lot of expertise, but what do they call it? How much do they charge? What do they teach? They don't have a juicy offer. And without that kind of clarity, it's kind of hard to go out there with confidence and start talking and selling and marketing yourself if you don't know what the hell you're selling. Okay. And a lot of you guys don't know this maybe yet about me, but that's one of my favorite things to do. I channel a lot of marketing for our clients on the inside. They show up on our call like, I don't know what to do, but I don't know I have this. Should I do this? Should I do that? I ask them a couple questions and I get words and bang, the languaging around how to package and sell yourself. It's really important to have that clarity. or they don't have the marketing and sales skills, right? All this new social media. I don't know about sales. It's kind of icky. I don't want to be manipulative. Or maybe, they don't, they have a lot of worthiness and deservingness issues. They don't know how, how can I charge $5,000 for that? Like, who's going to pay me $5,000 for that? Yeah. Worthiness and deservingness have a ton of excuses. They let fears run their business and make their decisions. This is a really big problem. Don't behave like business owners who invest in acquiring leads and sales, and they don't have systems in place to do that daily. We're going to talk a little bit more about, how this works. But I mean, a business is a very, a business is actually, people need a lot of education in business. My business took off when I started understanding, hey, if I invest $1 and I can get $3 back consistently, boom, I'm out of the rat race. I never have to go to my shitty, lousy job ever again. I'm in, sign me up, right? Can I invest 1,000 and get 3 or 5 or 10,000 back? That's the game that you're really playing here as an entrepreneur. That's the only game in my world. And we, teaching free social media content or doing things free. Somebody here in the Facebook group asked on one of the lives a couple of weeks ago, I think my fucking head nearly popped off. She's like, how can I get started in a coaching business without any money? I'm like, go get a fucking job. You know what I mean? This is not the right mindset to have. I'm just going to be blunt with you guys. You need to invest in yourself and learn new skills. And, most people want like fast, they want microwave results. You need to learn that investing in your business, even though it's not sexy, it's going to give you results. Maybe not today, tomorrow, in 3 days, but in 30 days and 60 and 90 days and a year from now. I mean, it depends on how many skills you need to learn. Investing in yourself is something that will always pay you back. You will never lose that. And yet people are thinking in the short term instead of the long term. I'm going to tell you if there's one thing you learn how to do in business, it's learn how to invest $1 in paid advertising and get $3, $5, $10, $20 back. If you can just invest $1 and get $2 back, you'll never have to work again a day in your life. You just scale that shit all day long. So these are some of the issues that I see a lot of coaches facing. They want to do things on the cheap. They're afraid. They've failed with advertising before. It didn't work for them. They're kind of gun shy. They're overwhelmed with all the new fancy social media outlets. And I want to hear from you guys. Let me know if one or some of these are something that you struggle with. They have no accountability, no support. So they're kind of like, the blind leading the blind. Lack of clarity. They don't understand copywriting, what they're actually selling. No messaging. They don't understand who their audience is. It's very costly. These are very costly problems to have, especially right now, because people are buying coaching and consulting, healing work, spirituality, regulating the nervous system, manifesting, business development, like fucking crazy. Some of them are not being responsible business owners, and they lay blame on the outer, circumstances or excuses instead of investing and learning how to create habits for success, confidence, and cash flow. They have massive visibility blocks. Oh my gosh, how am I going to go on video? What am I going to say? Oh my gosh, I don't look good on video. And most entrepreneurs feel really alone. And it's just, and a lot of them don't know how to ask for help. They don't have anybody to ask for help. And that's just a shame. So let me know which one of these or some of these you guys struggle with, because these can be very costly in your business. So, and then of course there's fear, right? The fear of the unknown. Oh my gosh, I've never done this before. This is a big change in my identity. Oh my gosh, super scary AF. All right. The fear, oh my gosh, I'm telling you what, the fear is real. Alicia says, so over the fear, I have a lot of ideas. I need help with confidence, creativity, delivery, language, marketing. She goes, love to take herself to Alaska for her birthday in May and spend the summer swimming and spoiling my family. Awesome. Yeah. So Alicia, you're not alone. Needs a lot of help with the confidence and the creativity and the delivery, what to say and how to say it. Awesome. Well, welcome. You are in the right place. So we're going to keep sharing here and moving through our training. Go ahead and drop which one of these or some of these do you struggle with the most? And you really want to ask yourself what it's costing you not to have this clarity in your business. That's really the most, like, what is it costing you? You know, if you want to go to Mexico, if you want to quit your job. One of our clients actually just messaged me the other day saying, "Hey, I want to come back and join Momentum. I'm actually going to be in Mexico." So weird. So the synchronicity is so weird. She just messaged me the other day. I can't wait to join Momentum program, and I'm going to do it when I'm in Mexico. And one of our team members was going to move to Mexico as well. Really, what's with Mexico? It's because it's hot over there. So what is it costing you not to have the clarity around your messaging, around your niche, around your program offer? What is it costing you? Is it staying in a bad relationship? Is it, settling for less in your job? Is it just, this anxiety of knowing you're meant to do more, but, you don't know how to get started? Is it costing you, luxury, pleasure, travel? I mean, what's it costing you? Eventually the fear, I know my business changed when my life changed when I quit my job. I had a job selling mops and lint removers. And I remember being so afraid of, I think the fear for me was, it's going to take me too long to replace my income. So I made sometimes $1,000 a day selling mops and lint removers. I know it's fucking hard to believe, but it's true. And I thought, oh my God, it's going to take me so long to replace my income. And that fear held me back from starting my coaching business for like 2 years. It was just a stupid fear. I could have fucking shaved 2 years out of that job, driving, in traffic every day. Oh my God. So the habits you created to survive will no longer serve you when it's time to thrive. Get out of survival mode, new habits, new life. One of the things that we're super passionate about teaching women are the habits of behavior, the habits, the rituals every day of mindset, how to impregnate your subconscious mind with new concepts of yourself, how to make decisions, how to not let fear run your life, how this universe actually works. Taken more housewives to 6 figures than I can count thousands of women here at this point. So the habits that you created to survive will no longer serve you when it's time to thrive. Get out of survival mode, new habits, new life. So let's talk about these 3 keys. Well, what did Carine do right? What did she do really, really well here? And how did she, take her, a couple $100 that she was making through selling one-on-one coaching, and how did she turn it into $12,000 in 60 days? Like what were the actual steps? Well, step number 1, we showed her how to create a high ticket program, all right, that she could sell for $3,000 to $5,000. If you don't have a high ticket coaching program yet, if you don't know what it's called, if you don't know how to price it, if you don't know where to find clients, this is where you start, right? How can everyone's got experience that they can package up? I suggest starting with a one-on-one coaching program. That's going to give you some confidence. It's going to give you, some experience with coaching, with teaching people. And then when you have 3 to 5 clients, you can then host or launch what I call a mastermind, where you teach one to many. So we have 3 mastermind programs here that we run at Take Your Power Back now for beginner, intermediate, and more advanced coaches. And it's a lot of fun. Sometimes we have 30, 60 women on the call, and it is just an incredible place of, juicy conversations and community, and, the learning, the expansion, the growth, the transformation that happens when women have an opportunity to be seen and heard, to get their questions answered, to see that they're not alone. It's really incredible. It's an incredible experience. And so a lot of our clients want to do that work. And they specifically join our programs because they're like, I want to see how Vanessa runs this show on the inside. So I suggest start with a one-on-one coaching program, and then you can launch a mastermind once you have some clarity about, okay, this is what I really coach on. This is really my audience. This is my message. This is what people are buying from me. Now, who does this work for? Like any industry, you could, if you're in fitness or nutrition or relationship coach or spirituality, mindset, if you teach habits for success. I mean, we've taught real estate agents how to, become sales coaches. Um, how to take any kind of, if you have a skill or a service that helps people, you could turn it into a coaching program. We've even had like people do fertility coaches, business, leadership, sales, therapists, counselors, a lot of massage therapists that already do coaching for free, right? And they're like, shit, I've been giving away my coaching for free, right? So this works for just about anybody with who's interested in packaging up their wisdom and turning it into a high-end program. So that's the first thing that we did with Carine. She created her high-ticket program. Next, we help her create her tribe online and monetize it. And we helped her create a Facebook group. Like you guys are part of this Facebook group right now. This is a sales attraction system. Every week, except for the last 2 weeks as I went on vacation, I do these live stream videos. We do promotions inside the Facebook group. We deliver content. We teach in there. And we teach our clients how to run paid advertising to grow your group to, a few thousand people. I think if you watch Carine's case study, I think she grew her group to about 800 people, and she was able to pull out a few sales from there. We teach you how to start marketing to your group, how to be visible using our 100-page offer Bible and our 30-day video challenge. It's helped all of our clients break through their visibility blocks. And then think about this. If you invest $1,000 in paid ads and you get back, let's say you make 2 sales and your coaching program is $3,000. So in 1 month, you invest $1,000 and you made 2 sales of 3,000. So you made 6,000 in sales, $1,000 in ads. So you profit what, $5,000. Is that worth the investment? Of course it is, right? And of course, when you have this amazing tribe, what it allows you to do is, get really clear and earn while you learn. Earn while you learn. Ding, 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 ding. I made a ton of mistakes growing my business, doing all kinds of really long-winded client attraction strategies like writing books. These are great. I love my books. Our clients love my books too, but it takes like a year to write a book. Even when you do like write a book in a weekend course, that's what I did for this one. It took me a fucking year and you still don't have any clients. So there's a much faster way, to do this. If I started all over again from scratch, I would not be writing books. I would not be doing telesummits or complicated list building. I'd be doing this strategy right here. And we've taught this strategy. It still works today. It works really well, really, really well. To entrepreneurs who really want to have an asset, a tribe online, and show them how to earn while they learn. Okay. So the third key that we taught Carine is how to sharpen her sales skills, right? So many people are afraid of selling. They're afraid of having, to handle objections, afraid of having difficult conversations with people. They're afraid of people saying no to them or hanging up on them, or they're afraid of charging what they're worth. A lot of women suck at sales because they don't like to brag. This is a real problem. I don't know if you guys have ever seen when men get together, they freaking banter about and, they're always like jostling each other and like they're bragging. Women don't fucking brag. We like sympathize with one another. If you get a whole bunch of women in a crowd, well, this is a different skill. People want to buy the best. So you've got to have that confidence. Well, where does the confidence comes from? It comes from learning. It comes from learning. And we teach our clients, how to have successful sales conversations and what really goes on here on sales call. Most women lack confidence. Most coaches need to sharpen their sales skills. And I believe that sales is really learning the art of helping people say yes to themselves. It really is the art of transformation. So always one decision away from a totally different life. Just these 3 shifts alone can absolutely transform your business. We've seen it happen with thousands of women every single day. Um, abs transform their life. These are women who, like many of you, want to go and travel or have more freedom or quit their job. They do just that. But they're also women who understand the value of investing in themselves. And they understand that if they don't do something different, nothing is going to change. So I want to invite you guys to really have the power and the courage to start and get, I always keep this here. I keep these 2 things in the office. Life begins at the end of your comfort zone. A lot of people think that building a business is like, oh my God, it's going to be so easy. It's going to be hard, you guys. It's going to be impossible without guidance and support and a proven plan. It's impossible. I'll tell you that much. It's a lot. You can achieve results a lot quicker and a lot more enjoyably when you have somebody to teach you how to confront your own resistance and your fears, how to do these tech setups, how to launch your program, how to do social media marketing, how to, I mean, there's 10,000 questions that you don't even know to ask until you're really in the game. And until you're really in the game and committed and invested in yourself, you're just outside lurking, you know, complaining, lurking. Why? I want this, I want that. Well, okay, you say you want it. Are you committed to it or not? I mean, life is really a lot of people pray for guidance and support, and then when the answer comes, they, you know, it's called action. Right. So my invitation for you guys, we have an amazing program called the 10K in 30-day program for coaches. I'm going to drop the link. And it is a 90-day online mastermind program where we walk you through all of these stages of growing your online coaching business, from how to get clear on, I'm going to go ahead and actually share the screen. This is the website, and I'm going to go and open it up right now and walk you guys through the program and why this is how we've been able to help thousands of women. I'd say 85% of our clients have come through this coaching program. And I can't tell you how many of our clients have taken their kids to Disneyland, have bought new cars, have gotten divorced. That's the truth. They've exited stage left because they could, support themselves and their kids. So check out 10K30dayprogram.com. It is a 90-day online mastermind. We're going to show you, the mindset, the habits for success. There's a button here where you can schedule a call with my team. It's a free call, and we go through with you some of the ideas that you have. Again, don't schedule a call if you have no money to invest in your business. It's not for you. This is for women who are serious and really want to get results and are ready to show up and do the work. You need to have credit cards. You need to have credit. You need to be able to invest in advertising. This is a really serious business. We're going to show you how to make 6 figures in the next year. Some people make, 10K within a couple of days. Some people take a couple of months. Depends on where their skills are at. When we show you really the clarity, you're not building a hobby business. You're building a real business that, can pay your bills and take you to the bank. You take your cash flow and put it in the bank. It's not like, this is not, wishing and hoping and praying. This is step-by-step accountability and support. So make sure you go through here to see what is really covered. Look at some of the case studies. There's a lot of videos on here as well. We really go through mindset breakthroughs, releasing negative beliefs and feelings. So one of the top things that hold women back from taking action is the old traumas of, listen, your business is like a full-on contact sport. Okay. Somebody gets some hater online, say something to you, triggers you and you get all freaked out and frazzled, or, oh my God, you have to know how to deal with that. You have to know how to manage your mindset, how to set your state. fear of rejection and failure, feeling like a fraud, needing approval from other people. I mean, all kinds of things, procrastination, excuse me, overwhelm, being stuck in that learning without ever earning mode. I was stuck in there for years. Oh my gosh, I miss Nim. She was so rad. Yoga teacher. English wasn't even her first language. I love this interview. Watch this one. It's really, really good. She was a yoga teacher, was never able to make it home for supper with her kids because she was teaching freaking yoga classes for like 10, $20 an hour, working like a dog. She said, working like a dog, working hard, not smart. And she took our program and scaled her business to over $15,000 a month by learning how to market herself and launching a mastermind program. So, and I mean, you should watch this interview. It's really funny. She's like, English is not even my first language. It's so funny. Okay, so watch some of these, but basically we run through on this website here. Some people have really outstanding results, $72,000. So hey, if like, I don't know, $8,000 or $12,000 doesn't excite you or light you on fire, imagine what it'd be like to make $72,000 like Miranda did. Yeah. So what we have for you here is a whole team of support: marketing, copywriting, Facebook advertising, mindset, and you get to work with my team every single week. We have 4 live Q&A calls, and then you have a curriculum. So whether it's a tech support call, a copywriting call, I mean, this is what most people struggle with, right? They're like, how does this work? How do I apply it to my business? So there's a ton of support for you guys. We teach you habits for success in our planning webinar every Monday morning. You get access to our client Facebook group where you can ask questions during the week. You get one-on-one support as well from mindset, Facebook ads. And it's really about strapping your tits on and getting to work. And you're not alone. You get to really connect with some rad women on the inside. So the first module is really all about what is Vanessa's like abundance ritual here? What does Vanessa do every day on a daily basis? There's some things that I figured out, how to set your mindset for success, how to set your state, how to impregnate your subconscious mind with the right concepts and beliefs that dictate your actions, right? You want a new result, well, you've got to show up a different way. And I've drilled it down to a science now. So the first module is all about mindset. We set you up for success with a proper foundation. Module 2, this is where we get you clear on who is your audience, what's your niche, what are the problems that you solve for profit, where does your audience hang out, how are you going to reach them, and get what I call a sales attraction system set up so that when you are out there marketing in your Facebook group or on social media, you're not wasting your time talking to people that are not a right fit. You're qualifying them before you get on the phone with them. So this is really important. This is all happening in module 2. We also, help you create your high ticket coaching program that you can sell for $3,000, $5,000 or more. What's it called? What's inside it? How can you start earning while you're learning and launching your services out there? How to own your value so you can charge what you're worth. How to get testimonials even if you haven't had any clients yet. How do you do this? All these pieces here. Module 3, we really get into creating your audience and building your Facebook group, starting Facebook advertising, monetizing your group. How does it get set up? How do you track it? What is good? And you have the support of experts to walk you through this whole process. Module 4 is big time mindset. So you're going to take action in your business, and believe it or not, it's not always fear of failure that prevents people. It's also the fear of success. Like, oh shit, if I make all this money, my husband will leave me. Or if I make all this money, I'm going to lose my health, or I might burn out again, or I don't have the time, or blah, 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 blah. So module 4, as you start building your business, you're going to have stuff come up. And I think this is why this is our most successful program. I'm really proud of it because I've built it in a certain way that it forces you to kind of confront and make decisions and show up in a bigger way. So all of your fears come up and then we deal with those. So we give you the outer tools to build your business, but the inner tools to manage yourself and your state and your beliefs and your concepts of yourself as you're changing into this identity of 6 and 7 figure business owner. And this is just a rad fucking module. I'll tell you that, man. Mindset is my jam. I hire people to teach you guys the tech and the Facebook stuff. I'm a badass copywriter and a killer mindset mentor. I'll tell you that much. So this is one of my favorite. There's meditations in there, audios, really my process for how do you look inside your subconscious and actually figure out what your limiting beliefs are. Most people don't even know what they are, but they know that they're not happy with the results that they're getting. And a couple of years ago, I figured this out, shit, this is really simple. A few questions that you can ask your subconscious and wow, there it is. Now, how do you reprogram your mind with a new belief that supports your now vision for success and allows you to show up in a much bigger way? That's all in module 4. I tripled my income in 28 days. So some people do a lot more than 10K. It really depends. Again, our goal here is to get you to have a consistent $10,000 a month as a coach. That is the goal. Okay. How long it takes you to do that? Well, that's really going to depend on how you show up, how you implement, how much time you have to devote your business, how much gas you put on your Facebook ads, if you dilly dally and wait around, if you're, which is fine, but it really depends on how much action you take in your business. This is a great story. You got to read this one. This woman waited for 2 years before she joined my program. Don't do that. Okay. Don't waste 2 years. That would be silly. Module 5 is all about sales. Okay. A whole module, handling objections. We give you our script. There's lots of psychology behind sales around here as well. And then module 6 is live streaming. So how can you use live streaming video? We give you guys scripts. How does it work? What do you say? And then module 7 is about list building. So if you want to build a list, you can. You get access to this whole membership site for life. Okay. So if you're in the program for 90 days, if you want to stay longer, you can extend it. But the actual content, that's like one part. You have that forever and ever and ever, as long as we run this program. And then you have the support of my team, live Q&A calls, a Facebook group for 90 days. You're in this like magical container implementing all of this. If you want to jump in and run your mastermind program, building your funnels and online automation for how do you run a mastermind program, you can also do that as well on the inside. That's more of an advanced training. That's in module 8. So guys, take a look here on the site. There's some bonuses in here, all kinds of cool stuff. Read through some of the case studies and then click this pink button and apply. Okay, you guys can read through some of the FAQ. It's a huge website, 10kand30dayprogram.com. Highly recommend that you guys invest in yourself and get the support and the clarity that you need and deserve. And that's really how to get out of this earning without a learning mode. That's how, the amount of money I've invested in myself. It's really funny. I was thinking about this today, so I got this like new boom mic. It's like a fucking $800 microphone. It's crazy. But I have no problem investing in things for the business. It's so easy for me to do that. I'm actually, it's actually more investing in like pleasure, fun things for me now at this point. I learned that long time ago. When I was working in a job, people say, oh my God, you made $900 a day selling mops. Yeah. And I would invest it back into, I was like, I'm not going to do this damn job for the rest of my fucking life. I got to create a freaking exit stage left over here plan. And I thank God that I did, because that company went bankrupt. And all my friends that were working there, building their lives for that company, ended up without a job. So what you invest in yourself, best decision you could ever make. So, all right, let me find where you guys are at here. Open for Q&A, open for questions. Please do drop your questions for me here in the chat. We have a couple minutes left in the hour, and I love to see what rad insights you guys have, what questions you might have for me. You could ask me any questions about the program, or personal questions about, I don't know, perspective, persistence, habits for success, go ahead and drop them here in the chat. And I'm going to go ahead and try and find my Facebook group on my phone. Whenever I do these lives, I want to try and find. Okay. Okay, now I got the questions. So Tammy says, I had a retail shop, taught sugar art, decorated halls for 25 years, never did anything online. Now that I'm closed, I'm in limbo. I know what you mean, Tammy. It's super freaking scary. You're like in the process of reinventing yourself. You had a retail shop, you taught sugar art, decorated halls for 25 years. So it sounds like you're quite a creative. You know, you might launch a coaching program around the art of creativity, or you know, how to infuse creativity into, you know, some, there's really 10 things that people buy, especially in the education realm. People buy saving money, making money, they buy relationships, they buy health, they buy not making mistakes, avoiding emotional pain. So you want to tie in your expertise with, you know, helping one of those solutions. We cover that in module 1 of our program. But that limbo is a real killer. I get you. Because without that clarity, you don't take any action, right? Okay, Jackie says she needs help with her niche and clarity. She's doing sober life coaching right now. She needs help identifying your high ticket coaching program. So yeah, 10K program would be great for you, Jackie. I definitely would apply. Alicia says, I'm in the work, the job, a bit of a club. Mm-hmm. I used to actually work as a bartender. Did you know that? Like in a past life, I bartended for so many years. Got used to making, like, you know, great money with tips. And I was like, I can't go to like a normal 9-to-5 job where they're going to pay me like $12 an hour. Are you fucking crazy? Yeah. So the bartending though, even though I bartended at a, like, it was an Italian restaurant, it wasn't like a nightclub. It's still a very like late night, you know, you go to, you know, by the time you get home, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and you wake up at noon. It's a very different lifestyle. And I was like, I'm never going to have kids and do this. Like, that's not going to be me. So, but it was it was a lot of fun. I had so much fun bartending. Okay. Bree says, do you do a gratitude journal? I do. I do have a whole process for gratitude. There was a link that I posted here, and I think I posted here in our Facebook group on the weekend with Bob Proctor. It was an interview with Bob Proctor and Lewis Howes, and they talked about. It was such a beautiful, just a beautiful interview. I highly recommend you watch that. Just very affirms the things that we teach here on the inside, and gratitude. So I have a gratitude journal. I have a very specific process that I use, but a simple way that you can infuse gratitude is, you know, write down 10 things you're grateful for every day, and then send love to 3 people that you're having a problem with. And the gratitude is like, it's a great way to shift your state in the now, like in one moment. But the real work is like, what do you do in an hour or in 5 minutes when your mind starts to freak out again, or when you're triggered, or, you know, when the fear or the doubt creeps in? Like, how do you change your state? And sometimes, you know, doing the gratitude stuff is like, it's good, but it's also negating some of the deeper stuff that really has to be addressed and seen and heard, right? There's so many different parts of ourselves, so many different shadow parts of ourselves, and fragmented, cut off part of ourselves that, you know, aren't going to go away with gratitude. I know all the fucking gurus tell you that, but that's just not how it works. So that's a great way to shift your state. But, you know, those gremlins or those fears or those doubts or those parts of yourselves that are might be freaking out. They come back unless you learn how to give them a voice, is what I've learned. So there's ways to shift your state, but the real work is how do you stay in the new state? How do you stay in the state of the wish fulfilled? One of the best trainings, one of the best, called gurus or mentors in the mental realm that I still listen to daily is Neville Goddard, and I listen to a lot of his work on Audible. It's a freaking game changer, man. Change your life. Great questions, you guys. What other questions do you guys have for me here? It's actually my favorite part of the call is answering questions because I'm a sacral generator in human design. So I really don't have to do anything. I just have to respond to people. It's probably why I'm so intuitive and why a lot of people pay me a lot of money to help them with their branding and their copywriting. What do you call that when, like, it's like channeling almost, really, is what it is. I just like listen and here it is, or answer questions. I know the answer immediately. It's like a body feeling thing. Yes, no. So what questions you guys have for me? While you guys have me here and I'm here, you have access to a 7-figure earner. You could ask me any question that you want. I've got another couple minutes here. Jackie says, I'm almost ready to join. We'll call you in a week or two. I would absolutely go ahead and schedule your call, Jackie. Don't wait. That's just more excuses. Here's how the universe works. You say you want to do something, and here's my 3-step process. You need to make a decision. That's how you wield your power as a conscious creator. And then you need to make a commitment, and then and only then does the expansion happen. So click the link, book your call, and then that way you're telling the universe, I'm really doing this. I'm really showing up and I'm doing this. That's how it works. Until then, you're just kind of like talking and nothing really changes for you. A lot of people, that's how some people have watched a video of mine, save money, and come back a year later. A lot of people have done that, actually. But you don't have to wait, I guess don't wait. Your life is happening right now. We live in a reflective universe. So how you show up, says everything. And one of the biggest excuses or mistakes you'll make is waiting too long. It's just unnecessary. Life's happening right now. And I remember there's this one woman who, she's like, need to get the money together. Don't know how I'm going to do this, but she got on a sales call with her team. And I really want to do this program. I'm going to have to come up with the money. I'm going to find it. Went for a walk with her neighbor, walking their dogs. The neighbor's like, oh, why didn't you just ask me to borrow the money? Here you go, blank check. She got started. That she came back from her walk, says, I went to the bank. You won't believe this. No, I believe it. It happens all the time because we're conscious creators. That's how magical life is. We just have to believe in ourselves. I think that's the hardest part, right? Really understanding how to wield our conscious creation and how to create results consistently, not just a fluke. I became obsessed with the law of attraction, manifestation, reprogramming your subconscious mind, your beliefs. How does it all work? And I'm 42 years old. I started my business in 2010. Is that true? Been 11, 12 years, 2009. 2010, I published my first book. So, but the study of personal development, it's over 20 years I've been at this, since I was 17. I read a few books, moved out of the house at 17, and was like, yeah. Moved to Japan, traveled in Southeast Asia for a year by myself at 20 years old. Wound up hunting for seashells in Thailand, living in a fucking beach hut bungalow for $4 a night. going to freaking wild full moon parties on the beach. And I thought to myself, I want to live like this. I want to have freedom. How can I live like this permanently? And then I started studying entrepreneurship. It's been one hell of a ride, one hell of an amazing fucking magic carpet ride. And I'm really passionate about teaching other women, how they can apply these new habits, success habits, sales skills, marketing, paid advertising, um, the mindset, how to set your mind every day, how to take action in the face of fear, how to thrive, how to be at choice in the world, how to not be dictated by some shitty boss or somebody else's agenda for you. Bleh. I'm not in a bikini, you guys. Now I live in the mountains. I'm so enjoying being in the mountains. It snows here. I get to go skiing and it's super fun. Hawaii's always there. Hawaii's always there. But really enjoying being back in nature. I bought a house a few years ago down the street from this beautiful little lake. Oh my God, I just magical place. Magical. And I get to do that. I mean, I could live anywhere in the world with my business. It's portable. It's set up a computer and away you go. Like that's real freedom. So you guys can all do it. And no matter where you're at in your business, if you're just starting out, if you've been at this for a while, if you're ready to scale this and you want to hire a team and you want to do the $50,000, $100,000 per month, and if you've got big goals, that's cool. You can absolutely attain them, whether it's to have more free time, whether it's to live your purpose, whether it's to really, inspire and there's this calling or this knocking in your life to, you have to do something different. You just don't know, how it works. We have a proven recipe. It's worked and it works really well. We celebrate our clients making sales every day. And I'm really proud of the amazing team that we have that supports our clients in all of the different aspects of business building. It's not just the funnels, but the mindset, the habits for success, the sales, yes, the skills, yes, the Facebook ads, yes, the marketing, yes, the clarity on the niche. But it's all of it. It's not just sales over here, mindset over there. It's a whole revamp in who you are as a person at a really fundamental level. And I really get a kick out of watching women like come to life and blossom and show up like, oh my God, what did I just do? I just invested all this money in your program. Holy shit. I never invested that much money myself. And then, they then too, oh my God, I made my first sale. Holy shit, this works. Oh my God, did it again. It's so rad. So rad to watch the transformation, from week to week, from one week to the next. And let me be very, blunt and clear. Our clients work hard. They don't believe in get rich quick schemes. They're ready to do the work because they want to have a well-built, solid system that allows them to have real freedom. That's the opportunity that you guys have in front of you here right now today. Don't waste it. Bet on yourself. At least find out, right? You can book a call. It's a free call. And what we'll do is we'll take a look at some of your ideas, what you've been thinking about, what you've been trying, what's working, what's not working, what ideas you have. We may invite you to become one of our clients. We may not. A lot of people, that aren't ready. They just have an idea. That's okay too. We have some other, resources for you. So no matter what, it's going to be a valuable time well spent on the phone. And we may invite you to become one of the clients that we take on this month and work with me and my team really closely. All right, you guys, that's it. You guys have all the links in here. I'm going to do one more twirl and see if there's any more questions that I missed. I have so enjoyed my time with you guys here today. I think that's all the questions. Let me just make sure. I'm going to jump out of this and go back into the questions. Awesome. Looks like we are all set. I love you guys. Have an amazing week. Tune back in here next Tuesday at 3 p.m. Pacific for another live training. I think I'm going to have a conversation with somebody from our team. I think we're going to talk about the creative journey, the creative process, what that's like, how it works, how it works its way into your life and your work as a coach, as an entrepreneur. So join us again next Tuesday right here in the Bikini Business Breakthrough. And I'm your host, Vanessa Simpkins. Have an amazing week, lovers. Aloha.